Eyewitness testimony beginning this afternoon in the trial against Kevin Monahan, the Hebron man charged with second-degree murder in the shooting death of 20-year-old Kaylin Gillis.
Both sides laying out their versions of what happened during opening statements today. News 10 ABC's Skylar Eagle joining us live from the Washington County Courthouse with the latest details on the case. Skylar.
Trishna Lydia, First Assistant District Attorney Christian Morris laid out his case today, painting Kevin Monahan as a man who lied to police, a man who carelessly fired his shotgun at a group of people turning around in his driveway.
I wish they'd get out of my yard so I could go back to bed. Those were the words of Kevin Monahan to the 911 operator about the police who were in his driveway after he shot and killed Kaylin Gillis.
Morris says that phone call to 911 is important, detailing Monahan's reaction as police questioned him and told him a young woman, Gillis, was shot and killed.
This is after he shot at a vehicle and Kaylin Gillis is now dead. There's been some guys hunting with dogs at night. Maybe that's it. So in response to being told the police are there for a noise complaint, that's his response.
He laid out the timeline of events that caused the death of a 20-year-old loved by her community and family. He said Gillis, her boyfriend, and a group of friends were looking for a friend's house and mistakenly turned onto Monahan's driveway. As they realized and began to turn around, Monahan allegedly fired a shotgun twice. One of those bullets went through the Ford Explorer where she was a passenger and went through her neck. Her friends called 911 in the village of Hebron to get help, but she was pronounced dead when they arrived. Morris points to issues with Monahan's shotgun. Investigators were unable to find shells and other evidence normally produced when you fire a shotgun, leading them to believe Monahan allegedly tampered with the gun after he used it.
You're going to hear that there was no gunshot residue in the barrel. No fingerprints, a lack of DNA on the trigger, no gunshot residue in the barrel, and you're going to find out that they don't have the shot shells.
Defense attorney Arthur Frost painted a different picture.
This was a terrible accident. Somebody should have realized that by now.
Frost says the second shot allegedly fired by Monahan was the result of a defective gun that went off when he stumbled while walking towards his front door, and he is an expert ready to prove that.
This gun is defective. It's broken. It malfunctions. It will shoot even when no one pulls the trigger.
He says at the heart of this case is an old man and his wife, scared by the sound of unknown vehicles near their home and trying to protect themselves.
Fear is probably the most primitive emotion that we have. It has one job: keep you alive.
Frost closed by saying the community was diminished by Gillis's loss and asked the jury to consider Monahan's actions were not evil, but instead a mistake.
You will have to decide the act with an evilness, a wickedness, a wantoness, a heinous disregard for the value of human life. Or was he a dumb, scared old man with a defective gun?
Court has now wrapped up for the day, but earlier this afternoon we heard testimony from 911 operator Kelsey Carpenter. That's the person who Morris said was key in this case. We heard those 911 calls both from Gillis's friends who were trying to administer CPR during that call, and we also heard the call that Monahan made to the Washington County 911 Center, where he told Carpenter he did not want to speak to police, that he did not hear any noise that night, and he said, "How long are these police going to be at my house?" We will have the latest on this trial on air and online. For now, reporting live in Fort Edward, Skylar Eagle, News 10 ABC.